Before we start, I want you to hit that red subscribe button so that you never miss out on any of our videos. Hey guys, what's up and welcome back to Celeb Fame Time. Here are 10 celebrities who actually did it on screen. Number 10, Robert Pattinson, Little Ashes. Robert Pattinson is well known as a star in the Twilight series and had plenty of make-believe action between the sheets in that movie, which has suffered a lot of criticism and mockery over the years. But Rob did end up doing a naughty scene for real in one movie, though it wasn't what you think. There was no other actress or actor involved other than Rob himself. In the 2008 film Little Ashes, there's a scene that called for Robert to do something, using his hand. He's known as a great method actor, and I think this just shows how far he's willing to go to get the perfect shot he wants. Number 9, Shia LaBeouf, Stacey Martin, Nymphomania. Shia LaBeouf, an actor who has been quite heavily mocked in recent years due to his political activities and attempts at motivational videos. Either way, his iconic Just Do It video has clearly meant something else. In the movie Nymphomania, he and Stacey Martin apparently looked at the script, which is supposed to be loaded with CGI fake things, and they just decided to just do it, because it was too complicated to pull off. As Shia LaBeouf frequently likes to shout, of course Stacey did say that it might not have happened, but that could just been a way to get out of all the jokes she would have had to endure, like the ones you just read right now. Number 8, Christine DeBelle, Alan Novak, Alice in Wonderland. Christine DeBelle was a Playboy cover girl, and Alan Novak was a notorious actor for adult films who was famous for playing Flesh Gordon. The 1976 movie Alice in Wonderland was an R-rated take on that was not supposed to be a hardcore adult film. The things in it was quite real, and she was supposed to perform on him went above and beyond what was expected. The movie itself was actually well received at the time, with the legendary Robert Ebert giving it a favorable review. It was a financial blockbuster, and with a mere $400,000, 1976 money, and ranking $90 million at the box office. Number 7, Fionnuala Fallingan, Chris O'Neill, James Joyce Women. Fionnuala is an Irish actress who appeared in both Star Trek spin-offs and Star Wars spin-offs, and Chris O'Neill was a comedy actor whose biggest roles came after this film. The 85 film James Joyce's Women was a story between two lovebirds in 19th century Ireland, where they both end up with some rather scandalous-looking scenes. The ultimate scandalousness of the 19th century happened on screen. I'm guessing the poetic way he approached it would have been really sappy even by 1980s standards, and it would have really blown away most ladies back in the 1980s. Number 6, Halle Berry, Billy Bob Thornton, Monster Ball. The 2001 film Monster Ball was a film featuring the riveting romance between a widowed corrections officer and the widowed wife of a man that had to execute as a part of his job. All of this without any of them knowing it. Yeah, it's a kind of awkward movie, and it had equally awkward naughty scenes in it. But a lot of people really believe that the scenes were actually real, and while no one has stepped forward to admit it, no one's denied it either. On top of that, there's even more speculation that the entire cast and everyone on set at the time had to make an agreement to never talk about what was really happening. If that isn't some major league tabloid material, I don't know what is. Number 5, Lauren Lee Smith, Eric Balfour, Lie With Me. Lauren Lee Smith is a Canadian actress who's most famous for her role in CSI. Eric's an American actor who is famous for a slew of movies such as What Women Want and the 2003 version of the Texas Chainsaw Massacre, as well as TV shows like HBO's 6 Feet Under. Both of them had a lot of on-screen fake naughty scenes, which is what surprised audiences watching the movie Lie With Me, when the hanky-panky seemed a little too real for movie magic to be involved. In fact, it was real. Unlike Monsters Ball, everyone on set openly admitted that it happened for real this time, and wasn't some attempt to gain publicity. Number 4, Anita Pallenberg, Mick Jagger, Performance. Anita Pallenberg was an Italian actress, artist, and model, who was called the it girl of the 60s and 70s. Mick Jagger needs no introduction. But for those of you who need him introduced, he's a major league rock star, having been the founder of the Rolling Stones, and is an icon. Anyway, both of them were involved in a lot of bizarre stuff in their lifetimes, but nothing could have been more interesting than the 1968 movie Performance, where not only did they have actual naughty time with one another, but it was also an act of infidelity on screen, since she was Keith Richards' girlfriend at the time. It was actually a tragic story since she was actually pregnant in '68 at the time, and she had to have an abortion in order to get the role, something which she never forgot or forgave. Number 3, Julie Christie, Donald Sutherland, Don't Look Now. Another old-timey case of these scenes on screen is 1973, the film Don't Look Now, which had a scene between Donald and Julie where they were supposed to have this time. However, the scene just kept going on and going far longer than the director wanted, and he realized, to use the words of Peter Bart, editor of Variety magazine, "It was clear to me they were no longer simply acting. They were doing this on camera." This was no exaggeration. They really did come out in 2011 in Bart's memoir and confirm that those two were really doing this on screen. I'm guessing it gave the title of the movie an entirely different meaning. Number 2, Carrie Fox, Mark Rylance, Intimacy. Carrie Fox is an actress from New Zealand who was most famous for her role as Janet Frame in the movie 1990, An Angel at My Table. Sir David Mark Rylance Waters is an English actor who has more credentials than a stealth bomber has buttons. Together, they acted in the 2001 film Intimacy that was based on the novel of the same name, and as you would expect from this, intimacy they showed on screen was quite real, as was the things happening by Fox on Rylance. It seems that no matter how much movies advance in fake CGI and movie magic, when it comes to these scenes, that's one thing no simulation will ever fully capture. Number 1, Melvin Van Peebles' Sweet Sweetback's Song. Melvin Van Peebles, a longtime actor who was rumored to have been naughty on screen with 1971 film Sweet Sweetback's Song. With one of the actresses there, originally he didn't address the allegations until recently he came up and straight up admitted that not only did he engage in these for real on screen in that movie, but he had an STD to prove it. Thankfully, it was 1971 and not the 80s, and the STD he did contract is something he can survive. It was, however, debilitating for him to be able to get workers' compensation for it. But this brings us to the end of our video. I hope you enjoyed it. Hit like if you did, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel so you don't miss out on any of our videos in the future. Also, watch the 2 videos that are on your screen, because I'm sure you'll love them. And with that, I'll see you in the next video.